Good morning, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com. I'm in the forest and I'm thrilled because it's supposed to go to, I believe, 20 degrees today, Celsius, and I'm very excited. It definitely feels fantastic, although it was cool when I came out. So I've removed some layers and I'm back to Eckhart for my support in my walk. And so today I want to share a quote with you by Albert Einstein. And he says, "Peace cannot be achieved by force. It can only come through understanding." Peace cannot be achieved through force. It can only come through understanding. So if we think about this, I think it's a very good time. What time isn't a good time for peace, right? But of course, I always think that the human is the microcosm of the macrocosm around. So you are the microcosm, the small bit of the larger world around you. In a larger world, we might just think of our immediate family, friends, community, and we might be noticing things. And where do we notice things most? It's usually with family. And these are the things that stand out the most because they're close to our heart. And right now, when I'm working through brain retraining and grief recovery with people, one consistent theme is coming up where people are working through experiences in their lives that there has been less than ease and not so much happiness. And of course, very important to acknowledge and accept events that have happened in one's lives. But it is interesting when we move into brain retraining, we definitely start looking at what is the thought process of the person experiencing these experiences. Now, of course, it's not about losing a job, losing a partner, losing a relationship, losing a home. It's not about the actual event, except how we respond to an event. So many times, in less than easy times, people react to events, and you might know this about yourself. And when we do this, we react to a situation. So not happy, we might be angry, we might be less than peaceful, we might lack courage. There's so many different things that happen in those times. We might be not so confident. So all those sorts of things. Then what happens when we're in those less than comfortable places? Unless you're doing a little bit of mindfulness training, and I hope you are, we can't easily change the learned patterns of behavior that we have acquired over time. So oftentimes in those situations, I'm finding that people are more inclined to blame others or themselves. So blame is such a common experience. So guilt, regret, blame, all of these things come up in less than easy experiences. And more often than not, it is blame. So if that person could have treated me this way or said this or not said this or done this or not done this, then I would be okay. Because I'm doing everything fine, but if they could just do this differently. And we know that we could never change another person, right? So in that desire for the other side to change in any situation, even the workplace boss, the coworker, the family member, if they could be different, I would be peaceful. And that's not true, because we hold the control for our own peace, right? Now, a lot of people think, well, I just can't be peaceful when I know this is happening, and I think they're doing this to me. Now, this is where maybe spirituality or even religion comes into play, where there is kind of a faith in things aren't being done to you, they are being done for you. So every situation is an opportunity for growth and improvement. So every single situation, when something is not so good in your life, can you see what is the way that I could grow from this? What is the blessing that's in this less than comfortable time for me? And when we can think this way, everything is a blessing. So I suspect a lot of people out there would be thinking I think someone recently has used this word Pollyanna, and I love that word. I have to tell you that I have been called a Pollyanna many, many years ago and kind of felt not so comfortable with hearing it because I thought it was said with not so good energy. And then recently I've heard it, and it wasn't said with any not good energy, but it is how I'm perceiving it. So now I perceive it as, yeah, if someone can see something positive in a not so good situation, or someone that has an optimistic perspective and truly is there, it's very different than acting like someone is there. So I suspect people who are sensitive to energy would be aware of these differences. Someone's faking their happiness or optimism, and someone is genuinely feeling it. Does it matter? Because if we are judging, is that authentic or is it put on? Does it matter that they're trying to be in a good space? I think that's what matters. They are trying to be in a good space. If it's happening authentically, bonus for them and for us feeling it. And if it's not coming from an authentic place, what about the intention to say something positive, which is in itself authentic, because they want your experience to be comfortable, or they want their own experience to be comfortable? I think those are some of the little blessings that we forget about. And it does take some awareness of how is a person communicating with me and how am I communicating with people. So today I would love for you to take 5 minutes and see what kind of shakes up your peace, because it's only you who can bring yourself back to a place of understanding, even understanding yourself. I can be peaceful. I am peaceful is what I'd love for you to use as a mantra, because you are. If you choose to be, you can be there. Find a place. Look at this beautiful place I've found that brings a lot of peace. I don't have to do anything. I just have to be here to feel peaceful. And the weather helps too. So I want you to have a wonderful day ahead. And remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.